Alright, so thank you for joining me for this video. I hope you saw the last one because there's going to be some callbacks to what I just did. Sorry, wrong direction. Everything's mirrored for me. It kind of throws me off a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not much of like a tool guy per se, but I do have my preferences. I like to tinker with stuff. I like to mess with things, change things a little bit, kind of make things my own, customize. I'll show you an example or two about that right now, but these are the tools that I use to do so. So first off, this controller. So this is the one I had mentioned in the previous video. I changed out the faceplate, I put on some scuff grips on the back, different thumb plates. I haven't needed to change out any of the buttons, but I have done that in previous controllers for like Xbox 360. There was a D-pad mod that if you shave down some plastic and then throw in a cam, you could like twist and it would go from a flat D-pad, so you have like, well, I'll just show you. So you have a D-pad that's more like this one, but then if you twist it, you get a normal D-pad like this one. So the one in this hand is an old one that I modified to look a certain way, and then this one just dropped on sale not too long ago, $49.99. I'm going to correct my last video. I did post a link in the last one. I'm not posting links to these in this video. I like this one. I do. But anyway, oh, I forgot. I also put in a metal thumbstick. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, I didn't like it very much. I didn't like the wear on the yeah. If you play with controllers much at all, you'll know that when you move the thumbstick around a lot, it will grind down the plastic and start to kind of like fall apart. So anyway, I didn't like that. Switch out the metal, a little bit too loud for me. So I only did the one. Anyway, I like to mod things. Helps a lot for this, especially if you're doing like handheld gaming consoles and whatnot. Which brings me to the Steam Deck. So Steam Deck, I haven't modified too heavily. I am going to do some soldering eventually, but I changed out the backplate, put in a new, what is it called? SSD, micro SD card, which is not modification. But I also changed out the thermal paste, and you need like good tools to do that. So that, I'm going to set this very carefully in front of me, leads me to this. What tools do I use and why? I have, actually, a lot. I have 3 iFixIt kits. I do quite enjoy the iFixIt kits. I have a couple of problems with them. I also was gifted this Quinn set from Harbor Freight, HFT. Shout out. Figured I should be public and be forward with this. My fiance does work for HFT, but that doesn't change my opinion on this at all. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this set as well. And then, of course, the LTT screwdriver, which you can't hear that because I have the audio muted for extra sounds. But anyway, this is another great option. The reason why I picked different ones for different occasions are basically for like ease of use, what's available, easy to get at. Yeah, what's quick? What does the job? What has the most variety? So, that being said, I'm actually going to move this keyboard out of the way. Did not plan this at all, but that is okay. You're going to go over here. We're going to be okay. So, first off, LTT screwdriver, the most expensive at $69.99 plus shipping plus import fees if you're not in Canada and your bank is weird, like mine. Anyway, LTT, $69.99. It has 12 bits in it and a very strong magnet, nice rotating shaft, ratcheting. It's a good tool. I use this probably the most for general jobs and PC building and whatnot. This is a good product, but it is expensive. I was gifted the stubby, which actually just shipped to me today. I was gifted the stubby. I'm excited to do that. I will do a direct comparison between this and that. But I do quite enjoy the LTT screwdriver. It's good for most things. What it's not good for is trying to get into Nintendo handhelds, Game Boys, Game Boy cartridges, and whatnot. It doesn't have a what's it called? It doesn't have a Y000 or Y anything like that. It doesn't have bits that do that. It's got your Phillips, your flatheads in a couple of different sizes, and it has what's it called? Ironically, interestingly enough, this the hex that it comes with fits almost everything that I've gotten from either IKEA or random Amazon brand build pieces, which is nice. I really, really like this thing. Again, it's a little expensive. If you have the money, it's great, but you can't do intricate stuff. You don't get the Y bits unless you buy. They do have extra sets that you can buy. I think they're $19.99. I could be wrong. Maybe $9.99. Somewhere in that range for extra bit sets. They still don't have everything. That being said, then we have the iFixIt kit. This is $29.99. It has pros, it has cons. It has a nice little tray. It has a place to put your screws. It's not magnetic, just heads up. But it has a decent tray. Stuff doesn't roll around. If you're building something, taking apart a laptop, something like that, which again, this can do for most laptops. It depends. This is less than half the price. Ironically, I bought this as a gift. This one is not the one I bought as a gift. This is one I have for myself. But this one, I bought this model, the Essential Electronics Toolkit. I bought for a friend to do Game Boy Advance SP mods. I think it was an SP. It doesn't have the bit that he needs. I bought this specifically so that he could have an easier time doing that. It doesn't have what he needs. It has the Y000, which is, I believe, too small for the job. So I had to give him a different screwdriver from another kit anyway. This does have its pros and cons as well, of course. The driver in this one, it's like a polymer. I think it's got a metal core. Pretty sure it's got a metal core. But it's like a polymer, magnetic in the tip that does slide in, nice and magnetic. This spins, this feels like a nice plastic, but then again, this is cheap. Cheap, does the trick for the most part. I have found a couple of complaints, very, very few. These, what is this called, spudger? I always forget the names of each thing. This, which is not gonna focus because I'm behind the camera. Here we go, haha. These get chewed up real quick. You will go through these like crazy. I'm sad that there's just one in this kit, but it is what it is. I have never used the suction cup. The guitar picks are a little bit of a pain to get out, and they're a little bit thick. You'll also go through these. I've gone through 2 or 3 of these already. And then we have the final tool in this thing, which is the, what is it called? The pry tool. I honestly never use it because of the fact that it is like metal, and it's also kind of a pain to get out unless you just mash on that bottom part, I guess. Most everything that I use will get scratched, damaged, peeled, chipped, something from this, and it's too flimsy to kind of get in between laptop parts. I know it has specific uses for basic PC and basic controller repairs. It's not been necessary, so I don't use it. That was $29.99. You can go to, that's like not counting shipping, of course. I don't think there's any import fees on that. It's a good set. I like it. I don't like that it's as wide as it is. It has a lot of stuff in it. But you can't just shove this in your pocket, and it's kind of weird to carry around. Hard to grip. The magnets on the top, they will slip. You will drop this just because the fact that it kind of like shimmied itself at some point or another. Also, the tweezer tips, but this is with any tweezer, they will bend with enough force. I keep the tip on them. These ones are in good shape because I made sure not to use it, but in my other 2 iFixIt kits, they're not in such good of shape. I'll put it that way. But again, I do recommend. I don't really have any complaints. They're not necessarily disposable, but they're not super, super pricey either. And then the in-between is this Quinn set. Most people probably haven't heard of the Quinn set. This is, again, Harbor Freight, HFT. solid set. This one's $37.99. You can walk in to grab this and a couple of other various sets. This one is kind of special to me in a lot of ways. I find myself using this a lot more than I thought I would. Oh, what's up? Just talking some HFT stuff, actually. This comes with 3 of these little spudger tools, and they seem to be made of more solid plastic. They hold up pretty good. It has a suction cup. I think it even has an anti-static wrist. Yeah, anti-static wrist bracelet. I won't use it. I just ground myself by making sure to touch metal. I've never fried anything, and I've been building PCs for over 10 years now. Holy crap, time flies. Modding controllers for longer than that. This has, it feels like, a lot of very inspired by tools. Very, very similar in size and quality. I gotta say, I'm actually, yeah, quite impressed with this. This is metal. This is all metal. It's a little bit more contoured, so in comparison to this, but again, it is more expensive. This is the $37.99 kit versus the $29.99 kit. This feels about 2 or 3 times heavier. There's a good spin to it. I believe it's also magnetic. Also, a lot more bits in this kit, I'm sure you've noticed. The magnet isn't as strong, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the magnet is not as strong. It's close. It's not going to make a difference in any real situation. This one, if I am... Oh, that is magnetic to the board. I didn't know that came off so easy. I've never taken it off. Never needed to. Never fell off either. This one does, in fact, have the Y000, the Y00, the Y1, and... Sorry, the Y0 and the Y1. This one has all of the main bits that the slightly more expensive iFixIt kit has. But again, all of these others. Pretty strong magnet over here, extender that this one doesn't have. The other iFixIt kits do. I'm not bringing those out right now. That's a whole other video. I'm not doing that. Comes with 2 different sets of tweezers instead of just the 1. Actually 3 if you count this bad boy. And I actually use this little, I think there's ceramic tip. I use this way more than I thought I would. I really do. I use it for one, picking up small things, but also if I'm soldering or needing to hold something in place, this is great. I can get in where I need to go. It will hold on. I don't have to hold it. These are great. I use this quite often. Huh. I didn't know this came with a warranty. I'm pretty sure iFixIt has a pretty good warranty as well. I can check. I'm on their website right now. But while I'm doing that, let's see. Lifetime guarantee. iFixIt also has a lifetime guarantee. Just throwing that out there. They both have lifetime guarantees, which is cool. This tray doesn't unfortunately have any, what are they called? Mini trays, sub trays to put your screws in to have them roll around. That would be an amazing addition to this kit. In fact, I think that would probably make me not use my iFixIt kit anymore because I wouldn't have a use for that kit anymore. This has everything that has and then some and costs about, what was it? I can do math. $8 more. I really do like this kit. The picks are about the same. They're not textured in the middle like the iFixIt ones are, but I personally kind of prefer it. I don't lose grip on the iFixIt ones, but their logo in the middle doesn't help either. It's there. It's nice. It's cool. Gotta love good branding. I mean, it's stylish, I will say. Yeah. It is weird how similar the kits are. But this one is just, it has more. It's just easy to bring around. It really is. They both are. But this one's a little bit harder to grab. I'm not gonna lie. Even with my big old mitts. So, again, $29.99, $37.99. This is the Quinn Electronics Repair Kit, 87 piece. I'll post links for all these below. And of course the LTT screwdriver. I really, really like all of the kits. I do use them all for different projects. And, yeah, I'm going to continue using all of them. Also, another thing. This one gets lost in the dark a lot. But this one got lost for like a year on my shelf. I swear I had a team looking for him. We couldn't find him. It was really funny. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. This has been fun. The tools I use. Where did my mouse go? There it is. Yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the other video where I actually talked about the stuff on the couch behind me, as well as this bad boy, which I'm going to be doing more videos on coming up soon. Just waiting for stuff to come in for time. Time is fleeting. Isn't it though? All right, thank you again.